Most guys try to get shredded and end up losing the exact thing that they were trying to build. They cut calories, run for hours, and then end up looking in the mirror and wonder why they look smaller. Shredding isn't the art of losing weight. It's the art of keeping power while you strip away everything that's unnecessary. Here are 7 rules to get shredded without ever getting skinny.
It's not too late. We can fix this together.
Chapter 1 is the truth about shredding. When most guys start a cut, they treat it like punishment. I've done it in the past, and you're probably doing it right now. You starve yourself, you lift lighter because you don't have any energy to lift heavy weights anymore. And that is how you erase months, even years of progress. A proper cut is like refining a blade. You're not melting the sword, you're sharpening it. Rule number 1 is stay strong or get small. The first rule is simple. Your body keeps the muscle you use and loses the muscle you don't. When you cut, reduce your volume and not your intensity. These are some key points to ensure you're meeting whilst you're cutting. Keep compound lifts heavy, 4 to 6 reps for strength, lower volume and not lighter weights. Your body must still believe it needs the muscle. Rule number 2 is don't cut too early. I've seen many individuals make this mistake. I've even made this mistake in the past. This is one nobody talks about, and that is because it happens before the cut even starts. Cut before they've actually built anything worth revealing. It's supposed to reveal the physique that you've built. If there's nothing there yet, you're not cutting, you're just getting smaller. So here are some key points to ensure in this rule. Build real muscle first. You should look good in a t-shirt before trying to look insane without one. That's simply just how it works. If you're looking small in a t-shirt, there's no point even cutting. Also, a lot of individuals get mistaken that skinny is the same as shredded. Maybe you've got skinny abs. Maybe you're vascular. That doesn't mean you're shredded. That simply just means you're skinny. You can still have no muscle mass and have those. You need to go from skinny to built and then to shredded. Rule number 3, use a small caloric deficit only. I've made this mistake also in the past where I've simply just lowered my calories so much so I can shred quickly, thinking I'm going to hold onto the muscle that I've spent years building. And that's simply just not the case. Cutting calories too hard is how you lose the muscle. You only need a 200 to 400 calorie deficit, sometimes even 100 if you have a longer time frame would be ideal. If your weight drops too fast, increase your calories. This isn't starvation, this is precision. And to come out with the best shredded physique possible, you have to calculate and be strategic about your calorie deficit and how you go around shredding. Rule number 4 is time your carbs strategically. Carbs aren't the enemy like a lot of online people emphasize, and the misconception in the fitness industry is that to stay shredded, you need to basically consume 0 carbs. And that's not the case. Carbs should be ammunition and fuel for your workouts. The carbohydrates, the sugars, the glucose, they're all fuel for your workouts. It's what allows you to have energy when you work out. It's what allows you to get a pump when you work out. And it's what allows you to retain the water in your muscles, stay hydrated and stay full. Carbs before training allows performance. Carbs after training allows recovery. Then lower your carbs away from your workouts. I would recommend not having any carbs in the morning if you're shredding, maybe just 6 eggs. Because that may mean you may crash later on, and it allows you to reduce your calories effectively. And as always, keep your protein high. You're hitting your protein goals whilst in the cutting phase. If you starve your workouts, you'll simply not lift as heavy, not train as intense, and you'll just kill your physique in the long term. Rule number 5, steady state cardio is the secret. Forget the HIIT obsession, the sprinting. Steady state cardio basically puts your body in a fat burning mode. You want to be in around the zone 2. This is where you can have the ability to talk, you're breathing slightly heavy, and you can communicate whilst doing your cardio. So this could be a lighter jog, cycling, really any cardio that you personally enjoy. If you like running, jogging, do that. But if you prefer incline walking like myself, don't listen to anyone who says this is the best, this is the most optimal use of cardio. Stick to what you enjoy personally. This makes it more sustainable in the long term and will allow you to get your cardio in 3 times a week or how often you choose to. Rule number 6, eat clean, but don't eat like a robot. Cutting isn't about eating dry chicken, broccoli, and rice every single day. It's about maintaining a sustainable and effective diet that you can use in the long run. Because realistically, you're cutting down, and once you cut down, you're going to want to maintain that for a longer period of time. You don't want to simply just cut down, get to that point for a week, and then relapse and put back on that fat, and put back on that weight. So that's why you need to ensure that you have a sustainable diet which you enjoy and you can maintain long term. That should include high protein, moderate fat, controlled carbs, no grease, no junk. If you actually eat a lot of grease, a lot of fat, a lot of sugar on your boat, it's a lot harder to come off it on your cut. As this means in the long term, you'll have sugar cravings, you'll have the cravings for the grease, cravings for the fat. If you bolt like a child, your cut will be insanely difficult. Rule number 7, as always, train aesthetically. When you're cutting, you're not just losing fat, you're shaping the physique. Ensure the priority is to make an aesthetic and well-rounded physique. That includes your delts, your upper chest, your arms, your lats. Keep these looking big. Keep training your legs whilst doing heavy and intense leg workouts to releasing testosterone, reducing testosterone to keep your body in the muscle building and muscle maintaining mode. So you want to ensure you're hitting legs twice a week if possible, training heavy and keeping the intensity whilst being fueled by carbs just before your workout. So keep that in mind and train aesthetically. And remember, a cut is discipline, it's control, and it's who you become behind the curtains when the noise is gone. If you choose to put your fork down, you choose to not have that dessert that your friend or your grandma is pressuring you to eat, and it's what you do when the cameras aren't on, people aren't watching, which really makes that difference. If you want the blueprint for building a aesthetic physique, you know where to find me. Peace.